Numerology Secrets, Life Path Number 22, The Complete Guide. What is Life Path Number 22? The life path number, also known as the destiny number, is the number that results from the numerological reduction of your date of birth. It offers insight about the core of your personality, and will also give you a greater understanding of the pathway to success in your life. In numerology, 22 is called the number of the master teacher. It is the second of the three master numbers, the other two are 11 and 33. These numbers have added mystical meaning, and are extremely auspicious for those born under them. The path meaning of 22 is extremely powerful. People born on this life path have a greatly enhanced spiritual understanding compared to the non-master numbers. 22 also indicates an enhanced ability to apply your spiritual understanding to practical ends, which is why people on this life path are often so successful in their practical ventures as well as their spiritual ones. Master numbers can be further reduced to single-digit numbers 11 to 2, 22 to 4, and 33 to 6, so you may have some qualities of the corresponding single-digit number complementing the qualities you possess from your master number. The number 22 further reduces to 4, which is the number of stable, steady, and practical work. No wonder, then, that 22s can combine the spiritual awakening of the master numbers with the practicality of 4. You are the master number that has the greatest connection to the physical, practical world. You are a visionary, but are also highly skilled at turning your visions into reality. You can conceive not only of greatness, but of all the steps that need to be taken to reach it. If there is a downside to the number 22's meaning, it is that people with this life path number can, at times, become overbearing or dictatorial. Your confidence in the path that must be taken to achieve success is so strong that sometimes you can't comprehend that other people wouldn't agree with the importance of that path, which means that you don't always successfully communicate with other people why you believe so strongly that it is important to do things a certain way. The master numbers are psychically and magically inclined, and 22 has a great power to manifest thoughts in reality. This comes through in your daily life because of your excellent planning skills, but it can also manifest in a more supernatural way. Because of this, keep your thoughts and wishes carefully attended to. If you hope for something, you're likely to get it, so make sure you're only wishing for things that you really truly think will improve the world. You must become conscious of the impact that you have on the world in order to continue to improve it. If you understand yourself as a highly influential teacher, you can bend the things you teach to bring greater happiness to others and the universe as a whole. By unlocking the path meaning of Life Path 22, and coming to a fuller understanding of how it affects your outlook on life, you can use the positive points of the 22nd path to your advantage, and find ways to avoid becoming entrapped by the negative parts. Life Path Number 22 in love and romance. In relationships with others, number 22s are highly attuned to thoughts and emotions, but sometimes struggle to deal with those in a fully constructive way. This is the great pitfall of being such a powerful number. You naturally expect everyone to be on your level. You expect people to be wise, philosophical, empathetic, but logical, because that combination of qualities comes so easily to you. That combination of qualities is extremely beneficial in a relationship, provided that you either match yourself with a partner who shares those qualities on the same or a similar level, or that you come to terms with the understanding that you will always have to cut your partner a bit more slack than you'd like to. If you are seeking a partner who has the combination of empathy and logic that you desire, you may want to seek out a 2, a 6, a 9, or an 11, 22, or 33. All of these have these qualities in varying mixes, and the mix that is most compatible for you will depend on your individual personality. A2 is a highly harmonious number, who will seek to solve problems through calm and reasonable communication, which appeals highly to you. 2s are also very emotionally sensitive, just as you are. They are one of the few numbers that will be able to effectively pick up on emotional cues you send out, which can sometimes be very subtle. 6 and 22 make a good match, because you will both take your commitment to each other very seriously. You are responsible partners, the type who never forget birthdays, anniversaries, fears, or dreams. You may not be the most outwardly romantic in the traditional sense, flowers and chocolate may not be staples of your love life, but you express caring for each other in much more earnest ways. 9 is an extremely cerebral destiny number, so if that is something that you value more highly, the 9th of May make a good partner for you. Your loyalty will inspire a sense of comfort and security in the 9, which will lead to him being more willing to emotionally open up, leading to a positive feedback loop where both of you are more and more willing to express your emotions to each other. The one struggle that 22s have in relationships with both 6s and 9s is a tendency to take the partner's stoic and compassionate nature for granted. be sure that you do not assume that your partner will accept any outburst of emotion. You generally bottle up your feelings to the bursting point, and let off steam only occasionally, but this may mean that your partner has no idea how to handle it. 22s are very well suited to relationships with other master numbers, as you find the spiritual wisdom very appealing. These relationships are built mainly on intellectual frameworks, which is a very solid basis for a lasting romance with a 22. Some 22s put off relationships until late in their lives because they are guided by an extremely strong sense of duty towards their work or calling. Remember that you are allowed to have a relationship, that it will benefit your mental health in the long run, and it is not self-indulgent or a waste of time. A note, remember, as always, that numerological compatibility is not a substitute for the human factor that makes all of us unique. If it were as easy as compatible destiny numbers, you might as well be the exact same person as anyone born on the same day. Always take personal variations into account. Life path number 22 in careers and business. Those with destiny number 22 feel a strong sense of being called to their work. You would never take on a job just to pay the bills, you always want work that will appeal to your desire to better the world. The best jobs for 22s are ones that involve conceptualizing plans and putting them into action. You are natural leaders and strategic planners, because you are able to so easily conceive of what a plan needs to achieve success. If you practice effectively communicating your understanding of how to do things to others, you will quickly become highly respected, and higher-ups will come to you for advice. In this way, 22s often become quickly catapulted into management positions, which suits them very well. You are good at organizing people, and management is the natural place for such a personality to work. Ideally, a 22 should find work doing something that is morally meaningful to them. As the master teacher number, education is a perennial favorite among 22s. However, not many actually go into the ground floor of being teachers, many more are drawn to work as principals, educational policy developers, scholars of education in academia, or professors of higher education who are free to explore much more complex ideas about the world. For all the skills with people, 22s are not traditionally known for being good with children. This is far from a hard and fast statement, but it is a common thread with many 22s. Work in childcare fields, therefore, is not ideal. In addition to feeling that you are doing good in the world, it is very important for most 22s to feel intellectually stimulated by their work. Solving problems or creating content are two ways that this can be achieved. You would always rather be working on something new than maintaining something old. In general, the material effects of having success in business are very appealing on a gut level to 22s, but will not bring them happiness over time. Unlike some life path numbers that, with perfect validity, gain genuine joy and comfort by material wealth, having too many things actually makes most 22s quite uncomfortable and anxious. You may become slightly obsessed with your objects, paralyzed with fear of breaking or losing them, and thus unable to enjoy them. In order to avoid this, many 22s intentionally embrace a lifestyle of minimalism, using the money from the success in their various careers instead to fund travel, to give to causes, or to invest in their futures or their children. It is not necessary that any 22 give up all their belongings and live like a monk, but most 22s will find some sense of freedom when they are not tied down by too many material items. Finding fulfillment on life path number 22. If you have only just learned that 22 is your life path number, you may, very understandably, be experiencing some fears and anxieties. Being told that your number is the most powerful of all life paths is not necessarily a comforting thing to hear. This is especially true for people on life path 22 who feel that they have not yet found their calling or purpose in life. Feeling this way is not especially comfortable for anyone, but it's especially uncomfortable when you are being told that you're destined for greatness. If this is the case for you, do not be afraid. Many 22s do not find themselves comfortably on a specific path until later in life, or after several meaningful life events have changed their views of the world. If you have not yet found your path, it is likely because the world still has events waiting in store for you that will shape your understanding of the world. Another struggle that 22s sometimes face is feeling bogged down with the weight of their cosmic consciousness. Being hyper-aware of everything going on around you in people's minds, not to mention being conscious of the whole universe in a way many people are not, can be exhausting. These stresses can be alleviated by 22s making efforts to express their feelings to the people around them. If you tell other people, who are close to you and whom you trust, about what you are conscious of, they can help you bear some of the weight of it. This is why it is so important for 22s to form meaningful relationships with people who have both the intellectual and emotional intelligence to match theirs. 22 should seek this especially in their romances, as discussed above, but also in friendships and business partnerships. The more people with whom you can surround yourself who have cosmic consciousness similar to yours, the less strain you will feel. 22s are also not generally as innately drawn to religion as the other master numbers, 11 and 33. However, spiritual teaching and guidance can play an important role in your life, and help you feel as if you are less alone in the world, and not fully responsible for the goodness of everyone. You needn't join any specific church, but 22 will generally find comfort from communing with the work of a spiritual teacher or leader. Reading 22's numerology definition can sometimes leave you feeling like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. It's a scary feeling at times, not to mention exhausting. However, be assured that you are not alone. Final thoughts: 22 can, at times, be a highly intimidating number to have as your life path number. Nonetheless, if it is your destiny number, you have truly been given a gift. 22 is a powerful number, the most powerful of any life path, and you have full control over how you choose to use that power. You can improve the world enormously by channeling the power of your life path number into acts of good. Especially in your career, it is important that you find ways to improve the world through your work. Being morally disconnected from your career is one of the most frustrating and demoralizing things for any number 22, while feeling a deep and abiding connection to it is inspiring, enlightening, and will make you into a joyful person. Work on cultivating healthy relationships with those who can intellectually and emotionally complement, match, or even challenge you. This is true for your business and friendly partners as well as your romantic partners, even more so, perhaps, because when seeking a romance, you may be more likely to be comfortable with someone who is a little less emotionally intense, in return for a feeling of emotional safety and stability. Do not avoid putting energy into romantic relationships on the basis of feeling like it's a waste of time. Instead, consider it an investment in your own health. By maintaining your health, you can continue to do good things in the world, as is so important to you. By finding work that is meaningful, and building relationships with people who can help you maintain a healthy intellectual and emotional life, and who can be your support system when the weight of the world seems too crushingly heavy, 22 is virtually guaranteed to be a number of great luck and success. Do not view the extreme power held by Life Path 22 as a threat, or a responsibility. Instead, it is a tool that you can use to achieve what you want in the world. Like any tool, it must be used carefully at first until you learn how to handle it, but it will soon become a natural extension of yourself. Can you feel the power of your life path number 22? Are you a visionary, with great hopes to improve the world, and extremely clear understandings of how to make those hopes into realities? Do you, at times, feel exhausted by the effort of almost single-handedly holding the world together? How will you harness your destiny number's natural energy to fulfill your goals and reach your dreams? Please like this video if you found it useful or enjoyable. Share it to your friends, and subscribe to my channel.